Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rue. How do you do? This is another autism chit chat. And yes, I am wearing a Space Cat Donut shirt. I just want to make that very clear. And I wanted to, before I start the video, I wanted to ask you guys a question because I will forget. And I asked this on my last video, but I feel like this is a more relevant topic, relevant audience. So I have been thinking about starting a new channel of just autism content, like not ASMR, just autism videos. And I'm not sure because it is hard to make these videos, and I do worry about like hate comments and stuff. But the feedback on this channel has been very good and very positive, and people seem to like it. So it's made me think a little more about it, and yeah, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure because it like building these YouTube channels and stuff is a lot of work. And like I don't want to put a lot of work into something that isn't gonna go anywhere. Because obviously I'm not like getting paid or anything. I'm just like creating videos for fun. At the moment. It would be nice to make some income, but you know, YouTube is rather difficult. But yeah, I do put a lot of time into these videos, and I try to put out, good quality content, or as best as I can. I'm trying to improve every day, but it's a learning process. But anyways, I wanted to ask you guys and see what you thought. Please let me know. Always happy to get your input. Yeah. So, anyways, today's video topic is social anxiety. This is a topic that I am very familiar with, we'll say. And I wanted to talk about why social anxiety is a very big thing for autistic people. Maybe not all, but definitely for me. Because I don't think I was always a very anxious person. And I don't think in general, like, autistic people are just anxious people. I think that we have experiences that we learn this like anxiety from. Because like when I was a kid, I didn't think about all these things. It was a lot easier to socialize, I think, because kids are just like, I like this thing, you like this thing, cool, let's be buds. And it wasn't until like the social rules get more complicated and like nuanced or whatever that I started to struggle. And as I began to struggle, I began to realize that just being open and saying whatever I'm thinking is not in my best interest. And so I began to filter, and I've always been very quiet. Like, I'm just a quiet person. I don't talk a lot. I don't want to talk a lot. But I found, like, when I was just saying what I naturally wanted to say, I would often say things that, I don't know, like people would sort of laugh at, make fun of, or like I misinterpreted the conversation or things like that. I basically learned through these interactions that I needed to filter myself, and I couldn't just say what I wanted to say. And so I became more inward, and like I held back words because I didn't want to be made fun of, I guess. And there's also like just, I don't think that I process conversations as quickly as other people, so I would, like, for example, if someone was being sarcastic or, you know, like, just like saying something that was a joke, and I thought it was, my instant reaction is just like, they're being serious. And so I would say something that indicated that I thought they were being serious, and they'd be like, no, you didn't catch that? Like, and so I learned that I needed to take time to like process things like, is this person being serious? Are they being sarcastic? So, and I still do that, and I embarrass myself when I do that, and so it just like reinforces that idea that I can't just interact. And the funny thing is, like, I really liked sarcasm. Like, I liked people who could use sarcasm, but I think it took longer for me to learn how to use it and learn how to identify it in conversation. But it still happens to me. Like, someone will say something that they're not serious about or sarcastic about, and my instant response is, oh, they're being serious. And I'll be like, nah, whatever. And they'll be like, I wasn't being serious. So, I think it takes me longer to process sarcasm and be like, oh, that's a joke. Got it. I am better about it. Like, you learn, you know. But I know, like, when I was younger, it would happen a lot. But I always liked really sarcastic people, and I wanted to be a sarcastic person. And I think I'm better. But, yeah, not a... So, anyways, the point is that having these interactions where you misinterpret the conversation and then you get a negative reaction just sort of like solidifies this idea that social interactions always lead to a negative response. And so now I am 30 years old and I am very antisocial. I much prefer to be by myself. I do not seek out social events, and I like actively avoid them because they are very stressful for me. But I just want to be clear that I have not always been like this. When I was like in my early 20s, I really wanted to have like to go to like social events and have friends, and I wanted to make connections with people. But I think you learn that you just don't naturally connect to people, and it's very difficult. And I can't communicate in a way that is natural to me with most people and connect with them. So I've learned that relationships are generally more mental energy than they're worth. And I'm not unhappy, and I think I'm fine. Like, I'm fine being alone. I kind of prefer it that way now. And also that might be just because I don't have as much energy as I'm getting older, and so I have to protect myself and preserve what little energy I have. And I also have a really good relationship with my partner, and I feel like I get the social needs, like the little bit of socializing I need from him. And like, I'm not expecting him to like meet all my needs or anything, but we do have a very good relationship, and I really like to have that deep, close relationship with someone. So it's not like I'm like completely alone or anything. And there are some people that I feel comfortable around, and every now and again we'll go like do stuff with them, although not much anymore after the pandemic, because it's a weird time. And like I got very used to being alone, because a pandemic is a great excuse to not socialize, let me tell you. Anyways, I need to get back on topic. Social anxiety. Why do I have it? And like, when I say I have social anxiety, I mean like I am literally fearful of going into group social events, or just like any social events where I'm not comfortable, or like I don't know this person very well. Like, I'm genuinely very, very stressed about it. And that is because I've learned that social events never go well for me, and they drain my energy, and part of that is masking that I've done my whole life, that I'm trying to let go of a little, but like that's really hard. And I think people don't, like, you can't communicate with people, because everyone, or like most people, are not autistic. And like, let me give an example. So like, we were hanging out with some people, and there was a topic that I was like, oh, I know I can contribute here. Like, this is easy. I can say words in this conversation. And I like said some stuff, and I think I was sort of like enthusiastic about it maybe. And I feel like people just like looked at me really weird, and it was like quiet, and I'm like, what did I do? I literally don't know. And like, that happens all the time, where you're just like, people look at you and you're like, oh, I did something wrong. What did I do? And that just reinforces the idea that I don't want to talk to people. Like, on my like assessment form, one of the things that is listed is social phobia, which I feel like is very correct, because I legitimately am fearful. Maybe fear is not the right word, but definitely very, very bad anxiety. And I will avoid social interactions, like, always, if possible. I also think it's funny that, like, when I came out about my autism diagnosis, some of the people that I hung out with as a teenager were like, oh, I was diagnosed with ADHD. Like, I don't know. I feel like neurodivergent people just communicate more easily. And I don't know. I just thought that was funny. But I have thought about, like, it would be cool to perhaps meet autistic people in person, just to see, like, if it's really easier to communicate. Because I don't know if it would be. I'm just not good at talking. But I feel like there would be less pressure because they get it, you know? But I don't know. I don't know how to do that. And I probably wouldn't initiate anyway, so. You know what would be cool? Like an autism convention. Like, we all get together and socialize separately, put together. Does anyone want to organize that? Anyways, I don't know if I agree exactly portrayed what I wanted to portray in this video. But the basic point is I developed social anxiety because of repeatedly bad social interactions where I learned that any time that I contribute to a conversation is going to be bad. And also I feel like people don't like being around me because I'm quiet and I do not contribute to conversations, so they feel weird because there's like awkward silences, and then I feel weird because they feel weird, and it's like not good. So yeah, it sucks, and it definitely has a rather negative impact on my life, because obviously a lot of things in life require you to be social. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out, because it just feels like the older I get, the worse all this stuff gets. Because you just had a lifetime of reinforcement, and you're having to like relearn everything. So how does one find an environment where they are comfortable and accepted? I don't know. I think there needs to be more understanding of neurodivergent communication, perhaps. And I don't know. It's weird. It's so weird. But yes, I am very socially anxious to the point where it very negatively impacts my life. So that's a thing. Do you, those of you who are autistic, does this resonate with you? Like, how do you deal with it? I don't know. I really don't. And it impacts like my ability to make money, because at this point in my life, I was like employed last year full time, and being around people for that long just is really bad. It's really bad. It just consumes all of my energy because I'm having to do like mental gymnastics all the time, you know? So the things I do for work now are basically things I can do with very minimal interaction. And I'm not working for a company. I'm like an independent contractor. I do DoorDash. So, very glamorous job. I am a college graduate. And I'm a statistic. Like, I am underemployed. Yay. So, yeah. I do apologize if this isn't a very positive video, but perhaps some of you can relate. Anyways, thanks for watching, and do let me know about my second channel idea. If I do create it, I will make a video or something and announce that it's up and running. I'm also stressed about it because I'm very comfortable making these like soft-spoken whispered videos, but I feel like speaking out loud is harder. Is that weird? And it'll be like a completely different video format that I'll have to learn, and like new editing, and like very new and hard, and I'll have to like learn all this stuff. Anyways, I am rambling, which is what this video is. You clicked on it, so anyways, okay, enough. Alright guys, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing if you've subscribed. I love you all. You're wonderful, amazing people. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out today. And I will see you in the next video